Hey guys, my name is Mr. Kyle. Welcome to Mr. Kyle's Backyard PE. Today we're going to start our unit on educational games, and we're going to have a lot of different types of games throughout this unit, but today we're going to start with a self-toss and self-catch day. We're going to have several different tasks designed for help you guys self-toss and self-catch. Just kind of start off simple. This is something you can do around your house if you are stuck at home. You can use anything from fruit to bean bags to wiffle balls, tennis balls, dodgeballs, anything you can get your hands on is fine. But by the end of this lesson, I want you guys to be able to have a self-toss by yourself and a self-catch. I want you guys to really think about the cues that I'm going to be teaching you later today and how to use those during your activity. And then finally, I want you to, if you're doing this with other people, I want you to be able to focus on your personal space and make sure you're not bumping into anybody, okay? Alright guys, so I have my friend Lucas here with me. He's going to be showing us how to correctly throw. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give him a few cues to start. So first off, you're going to be feet shoulder width apart. You're going to have one hand out like this, reaching out. So what he's going to do is he's going to, what I call reach, and he's going to give. Alright, so what I said again, reach and give. He's going to toss it up, reach for it, and then he's going to catch it, and that's the give. So the reach is the throw, and the catch is the give. So let's try it again real quick. See that? Reach and give. Very nice.
One.
Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and start task one. I want everyone to grab some personal space. Make sure you're not going to bump into anybody. If you're doing this by yourself, you won't have a problem with that. So what I want us to do is we're going to work on our tossing, our reaching and giving for a little bit. Alright, so like when I say go, you're going to go ahead and remember the cues like I said. It's going to be reach and it's going to be give. Remember, you keep your feet shoulder width apart. Keep your shoulders straight. And let's go ahead and try it out. Let's see it, Lucas. Reach and give. Nice, very nice. Let's try it again. Nice. Alright, so one thing you can do with this if you're having a little bit of trouble is maybe you're throwing it too high and you're having to move to catch the ball. What you want to do is focus on throwing it just high enough to where you can control the ball and to where it's not going to get away from you too much. So go ahead and try it again. Nice. If you throw it too far and too high, try that, throw it too high real quick. The ball's going to move and you're going to lose the ball. So one thing to do, like I just said, don't throw it as high as possible. Just throw it high enough to where you can reach it, and then you can give it and catch it a little bit. And once you get good, you can work on it and you can get higher and higher. Okay, and if you're doing really well at this, one thing you can try, throw with your opposite hand. Throw with your left hand. Lucas has been throwing with his right hand the whole time, so now he's going to switch to his left hand. Might make it a little bit harder, and then you can see how high you can get it with your left hand until you start to kind of lose that control, then you bring it back in. Another thing that I think most people tend to struggle with is when they actually release the ball, they're releasing it at a weird angle. So go ahead and hold your hand out like this. When you want to release the ball, you want to keep those fingers pointed upwards. So when you release, keep those fingers pointed up, and that's going to make sure the ball is having a straight angle up as it's coming back down to you. So let's try that again. We're going to keep those fingers pointed up, and then we reach and give as it comes back down. Alright, so one thing I want to see how many throws and catches we can get in a row in 1 minute. So when I say go, I want everyone to get in your personal space, get those feet ready, get your shoulder width feet apart, have your hands pointed out, make sure those fingers are pointed up, and we're going to see how many throws we can get in in 1 minute, okay? Alright, ready, go. Alright guys, that was great. I want you to go ahead and bring it in real quick. Our next task, we're going to have some more cues and some more structure just to help you kind of get the whole reach and give concept, okay? Our catching and our releasing. So, when this next task, we're going to break it down to something a little more fun. We're going to have reach for the baby, and we're going to have put the baby to bed. Okay, that's what these two cues are going to be. You're putting the baby to bed, is you're going to catch it, and you're going to cradle it, right? And then you're reaching for the baby as you throw it, and you're reaching up, okay? So like I said, those first two, make sure your feet are shoulder width apart. You're keeping those fingers straight up when you throw, and you're keeping that hand up, okay? Reaching for the baby and putting the baby to bed. So like I said, go ahead and get those feet ready. Remember to keep your elbow in and those finger locks or fingers up. So go ahead and try it. Up, reach for the baby and put the baby to bed. All right, keep going one more time. All right, nice. One thing you can do for this is if some people, they tend to not reach as high as they can. They kind of reach out here. If you reach out here not high enough, you don't give yourself enough cushion to catch the ball. So let's try it again. You're going to reach up. Make sure you're reaching high over your head to be able to come down and catch that ball like that. Try it again. Let's see one more time. See, notice he's reaching all the way up. Keep going. He's reaching all the way up over his head, giving him enough time to come down and catch the ball. Put that baby to bed, like I said. So he's going to go up. He's going to go up and reach. And he's going to put the baby to bed like that, all right? So let's go ahead and keep trying that. Let's focus on keeping those fingers up and reaching above our head. Let's keep going with that. One thing, if you're struggling with this, is like for this one, you tend to want to move around. So try not to move around. Like I said earlier, just throw it just as high as you can, where you can still control it. If you're doing really well and you kind of want more of a challenge, I want you to try something else. Throw with your left hand again. Throw with your off hand. Throw with your left hand. See how good you can get with that. Also, a fun way to kind of extend this even farther. I want you to take your right hand. When I want you to throw it up higher, I want you to spin around. One full time, okay? Try it. Spin and then catch. Nice. Nice job. So like I said, if you really want a challenge, go ahead and throw that ball up, spin around, make sure you're catching it. Remember our cues, remember you're reaching above your head to make sure you can get enough time to cradle that down. Okay? All right, thank you, Lucas. All right, guys, lastly, we're gonna do a quick application for this task. I want us to all go ahead and get in our personal space, and let's see how many times we can reach for the baby and put the baby to bed in 1 minute. All right, so go ahead and ready, go. Keep in mind, we're keeping our cues. Like I said, if you want to make it harder for yourself, you can do the throw. Try to throw and the spin real quick. Make it harder for yourself. You can also throw with your left hand if you need. And like I said, if you also need to make it a little bit easier, just work on throwing it just high enough to where you can still control it, and then reach down. Make sure you're reaching above your head so that you have time to cradle that down. All right, guys? All right, thank you, Lucas. All right, guys, that was an awesome job today. I really enjoyed this lesson. I hope you guys did too. I hope we all achieved our goal of being able to successfully catch and self-toss and self-catch with us today. I hope everyone was able to think about our cues we did, our reaching for the baby, our catching for the baby, and what I called our reach and give earlier. And then hopefully, if you did this with other people, you were able to stay in your own personal space, not pet any anybody. You want to avoid injury as much as possible. So, like I said, appreciate you guys. Next week, we're going to be working on some more throwing and some catching, maybe some kicking as well, some soccer maybe, and some kickball. I appreciate it, guys, and have a great day.